Hello everyone, this is Catherine from my hillside garden, and today we're at the Zone 7 garden. I'm just going to give you a quick tour for the first, going on the second week of May. Okay, I'll show you what I did. These are the onions. They seem to be doing well, and yes, those are tomato cages because that's how I keep the stray cats out of the garden bed. So they look very good. And I've weeded and watered very well. Over in this bed, I don't remember if I told you, these are onions from last year that my dad did not pick. So I'm going to see if they go to seed and save the seed from them. Here is the one tomato plant, the one that had broken in the pot when I had that accident. And here's the top. This is the part that I transplanted into the cup, and this is actually the bottom. And since there seems to be a little sprout there, I don't know if I could zoom in a little bit. Seems like there's a sucker branch coming here. I thought I'd leave it for just now. See what happens. Last time when I was here, I planted a bunch of seeds for zinnias and sunflowers and nasturtiums. The calendulas were transplants. They were volunteers that came up, but as you can see, the nasturtium has started to come up, and I believe those are zinnias, or perhaps they might be sunflowers. I just kind of scattered everything around, and I had to pull some tomato cages to put with my tomatoes that I planted. So I'm gonna have to figure out something else for here because I have sunflowers in the back, which I believe are those there. I had 3 different kinds of sunflower seeds that I planted. So a little bit of everything seems to be coming through. I can't wait until everything comes into bloom. Go slow. All right. And we worked on another pallet compost bin last night. We have enough pallets to do one more. Let's see, there we go. So I've got a mixture of brush that we clipped and grass cuttings. We took some of the leaf mold and some of the compost pile and wet it, layered it, so that's in there. And I think what I'm going to do is we're going to put a bag of compost on the top, and then I'm going to plant our pumpkins in there the next time I come to the garden. Here is our next compost, and as you can see, sorry for the shadow, there's some smaller pieces, twigs, grapevine branch, and this time we had some shreddings from some boards that my husband had planed. I believe they were the locust boards that were used to repair the hugel. So that's been taken care of. Let me show you this garlic. It's looking very good. This is the hardneck garlic. All of the garlic was planted in October. Give you a view from this angle. It's quite tall. It's probably about 12 inches tall and doing very well. The soft neck is right there. So I have 2 rows of soft neck and 2 rows of hard neck. Here's a Kosovo tomato that I planted, grown from home. And this one, I actually planted the root ball over here, laid the stem down, and took off some of the bottom branches to have that stand up nice and straight. And I did put a cage around it. Here's another one. This one I planted straight in the hole because it had a nice firm and sturdy stem. So this is a Kosovo tomato. It was one of the ones we had last year that was very good. This is an Opalka tomato, and it was also planted with the root ball here, and then the stem was laid down and put up. And actually in this bed I'm trying a little bit of an experiment. I used some, oh no, don't want the shadow. trying a little bit of an experiment. I'm doing these two on the south side. These have had fertilizer added into the hole with them. And the two at the other end of the bed, which both of those are Opalka tomatoes, they do not have any fertilizer added in. This bed and the bed that the garlic is currently in, and this bed here, there's another Opalka. Here's the celeriac. Looks a little weather beaten at the moment, but that's because it was just transplanted today. But these three larger beds had been supplemented more over the past 3 years than the other three beds have been. So that's why I decided to test that out. So this side has the fertilizer, this side does not. I don't have anything planted in the middle yet. And I don't have anything planted on the far end here, but as you can see, I guess I missed a potato. So there's one there, and it looks like there's one also right there. So I don't know whether I'm going to leave them or not. I might. Here's another row of onion. And in this bed, I planted 3 rows of beets. And they're little small yet. Where are they? There they are. Right there. Let me see if I could zoom in a little bit. Nope, not a whole lot. But right there. So I did these in clumps. So I'm hoping to have better germination now that I've watered really well. Here's one row of potatoes. You can see they're starting to come through on this side. Nothing through on this side yet, but that's okay. This bed, I think, was the one that has been supplemented the least over the years. And then I also have a row of potatoes in here. They're not showing yet either, but that's okay. And I haven't decided what I'm going to plant here yet. Oh, one more thing I forgot. Up here in this bed, I also have a row of carrots. And they're Scarlet Nantes, and they just came up just fine. So I was so pleased with that. So thank you for joining me today for the short tour around the Zone 7 garden. If you liked today's tour, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day. Happy gardening.